Hey guys, welcome to my backyard. Little project I'm working on today. Got a new haversack and I want to dye it a little darker color. We're going to try doing it with coffee. I've heard this works and we're going to give it a shot and see how it turns out. Alright, for this project I'm going to get out the big kettle and I've already filled it with water. Got the coffee going. You want to bring this coffee to a boil. Now this goes for whether you're dyeing or wanting to make some cowboy coffee. You want to bring that coffee to a boil and let it boil for about 5 minutes. Now, that's going to take a little bit. See what it looks like here in a few minutes. Alright, let's check in on this coffee. Okay, we got a good rolling boil. This is why they call it a rolling boil. We're going to let that go for about 4 or 5 minutes like that. And when you're making cowboy coffee, you definitely want to let it go for at least 4 minutes because that's what's going to give you a nice smooth cup of coffee. Alright, I think we've had enough of a boil on this coffee. I'm going to go ahead and turn this heat off. Now, one thing, this is more for the coffee recipe than the dyeing recipe, although I don't think we really want grounds in our dye, but I generally like to just put a little bit of cold water down through the spout. That gets any grounds that have boiled out of the spout. Then it's important just put a little bit of cold water in there. That's going to settle those grounds down to the bottom of this coffee boiler. And let me get set up here and we'll start the process of dyeing our haversack. Okay, now that we got all the coffee in our container here, I want to try to get this totally submerged. Borrow a stick here. Coffee is going to be hot. I'm going to get every bit of it under this coffee. But just remember, it's real important to have a container that is big enough to totally submerge whatever canvas project you're wanting to dye in. You want to get all the air pockets out. Okay, so I've had this soaking for about 10 minutes, and you know, I come occasionally and I just stir it around. I've even flipped it over just to get the color I want. I kind of want that kind of field tan color, and I think we're about there. So what I'm going to do is pull this out and get rid of this coffee, and then we're going to rinse it in some cold water. Be right back. Alright, this is just some cold water straight out of the tap. Just give my haversack a little soak here. And then what I'll do is I'll put it on the line and we'll see how we did. All right, well, let's see what we got here. It should be getting pretty dry by now. It is. Well, we'll let this dry a little bit longer, and then I think we're ready to start waxing it. Okay, made a double boiler out of a steel cup and a skillet with some pebbles in the bottom acting as a trivet. Got our mixture here of wax. I did about a 50-50 mixture of beeswax and paraffin wax. I'm going to give this a couple minutes here to liquefy and pour it in a mold and make a bar out of it. See you in a few. Alright, got us a nice liquid now. Pour it in here real careful like. And I would say that'll give us a bar here in about, oh, I don't know. We'll check back in an hour and see how it looks. Alright. Sorry if we get some wind noise here. It's gotten a little windy on me, but I got my bar out. It's all done now. So let's see what we got here. Okay, now generally I like to start and work the seams first because you can use that sharp edge of the bar and get down in there real good. And I'm just going to come around front just for demonstration purposes. We're just going to start rubbing that in circles. Make sure we're getting that seam real good. Okay, give you an idea of what we're doing here. And after we get a little bit coated, I'm going to come at it with a hairdryer. You're just going to keep layering it on there like that until you get your desired effect. I'll probably put 2, maybe even 3 coats on this whole thing, but I'll come back in a little bit when I'm finished. Well, finished my project. I think I accomplished the look that I was shooting for. I like that color. $18 for the haversack over at Townsend in Pearson, Indiana, and maybe $10 in wax, and most of that's still left for future projects, and a couple scoops of coffee. You don't have to spend a fortune on this stuff, guys, and this will meet 75% of my day hiking needs. That being said, I'm going to put this to good use. If you like this video, please share it and hit like and subscribe. And I'll try to get some more videos out real soon. I hope to see you in the woods. See ya.